Right.
Okay.
Welcome to Away Games Podcast. This is
My
technically
name,
episode one, but
technically,
we've done quite a few takes. So we're here
yeah,
and
we
we're
have.
finally gonna like roll out some content. So yeah, my name is Zim and this is
I'm Sean. Get me live and direct. We
yeah,
just finished. Arsenal fan. Just
me
finished. Go
me
on.
United fan, you know.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna start with a brutal question. What do you think about Bruno Fernandes against the big teams?
Just like that. Okay, I like that. I think it's a facade.
Yeah.
I think the question no, not him. I think the question, yeah, is like
Yeah.
it's a distraction because I feel
Okay.
like it's not that important to just like do things against big teams. And I know it's how you separate the creme de la creme from the very goods, but he can be as effective by just making sure that we win every other game
hmm
and not necessarily do bits in the big games or the games against big teams because he does stuff in big games, but it's not necessarily against like the bigger teams. So, um,
hmm
yeah, it's a distraction question in my opinion.
Really? That's
Yeah,
interesting. What do you take of United's performance against Liverpool?
I think we played well. I mean,
All right.
overall, yeah, over like the 90 minutes, we played well. Obviously, in the first half, we didn't play. We didn't like they came out the blocks much faster, which is to be expected.
Yeah.
Like it's always
hmm
been like that, so it's not a surprise. I think people keep on putting us on the same level that we were under Fergie, and because of that, like you can't hold that same standard. And if you do, it's like people have forgotten how we played Liverpool under Fergie as well. It's not like we were
Yeah.
dominating 90 minutes. Like Liverpool's always been a hard place to go. So I think a
Yeah.
lot of the time people just like to, make us remember what it was like under Fergie, but they're forgetting the details of what it was like under Fergie. Yeah, we were winning
It's true.
overall, but there were some
hmm
games that were sticky. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah.
No, I hear that. That makes sense because I think when I watched the game, um, I think I was actually quite surprised that Man United were literally just waiting for the counter attack, and that's what it kind of felt like. Obviously, this has just been an outsider. Is I actually thought United were going to give them more of a game, but in saying that as well, United did have the better chances. The
Exactly.
Pogba chance was that was just a good save by Alisson, and I think it was who else had the good chance?
Fernandez.
Was it Fernandez?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The two best chances of the game fell to United. But Liverpool just did what Liverpool do, which is consistently try and attack and attack and attack. But it just I feel like United were really well drawn. Honestly speaking, even like Maguire, I can't fault him at the moment.
Yeah, Shaw had an amazing game. Shaw hasn't been
Shaw had an
playing
amazing game.
like
Yeah,
he hasn't been. I don't know. He's been really inconsistent like since his injury, right? But he's had
Mhm.
like a few good games every now and then. But
yeah,
he's having a good run, and like
yeah,
it's almost as though like when you make a signing like in the same position, it just kicks
hmm
someone up the backside. So
yeah,
since Tellers has come, Shaw's been pretty consistent.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, like I can't really fault the team, man. Like obviously I would have wanted to win. And if one of those key chances had gone in, then we'd be looking at the at, at the league a little bit differently, you know.
yeah,
Because we haven't beaten any of the big six teams.
hmm
But yeah, man.
yeah.
What do you
No,
think
but
of
then
Arsenal so far though? What do you think of Arsenal so far? I have
uh,
to deflect it. Car
uh
I like United talk, and I'll be real, but it's like I feel like people
yeah,
are digging into things that don't need to be digged into. Like,
yeah.
so
No, do you know? What? I think the thing, honestly, I think it's the same. I think it's hard because with Bruno Fernandes, the question I asked you the first time is I understand that question now because it's like take for example, I'm going to just use him as an example. I'm not saying that he's the best striker in the world, but as an Arsenal fan, Lacazette, I
mm,
know in a big game he plays. If we're facing United, Chelsea, Liverpool, anybody, he plays.
mm.
He may
He
not play
plays or he
against.
scores.
He plays because he will do something. He scored against all of them. He's our most consistent player to score against the top six.
Mm, yeah,
So therefore, it's one of those things. It's
but
like if we're facing a big six team and I know we need goals, I
mm,
know Lacazette is the person to play.
Fair enough, but not for the
Because
rest of the
even like
games.
for the rest of the games, he'll score as well, but not he won't score as consistently as, for example, Aubameyang. Aubameyang is the person we'll take for the rest of the games, Lacazette for the big games. But whereas right now it seems like it's switched a little bit because it seems like Lacazette is scoring. Aubameyang scored two today,
Mm,
but you know if he starts to kick on, then it's like both of them are kind of in a some sort of form.
But
But
don't you think it's a
that
weird question though? Like, why is that the barometer? Like, why is that where we measure it
because
from? Like, our
then
big
you're
team.
right, but because you're right in that because if I was to take Lacazette again, is okay, he scores in big games, but he doesn't score against West Brom,
Mm.
even though he did score against West Brom this year. But for example, he doesn't score in those kind of games. Is Does that make him a good player because he scores against the big six, or does it just
That's
make
what I'm
it
saying. It's
that
so
he's the kind of
random. It's
player that
arbitrary.
yeah, it's because
Because like
he
next
basically
in 2 seasons' time, there could be a top eight, and before there
yeah
was a top four. So like,
mhm,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
It's
I
a
feel
weird.
like it's a facade. Like it's a deflection
Yeah.
question.
I think everybody just wants a player that can do it all the time. So whether you're facing West Brom or facing Man City, that player
Mm.
does that work consistently, like Man City and Liverpool have. Is that Sadio Mane, Salah, Kevin De Bruyne, those players, Sterling, you put them in any game, they're scoring, they're doing their thing.
Sterling's never scored a bit against Man United. Salah don't score against United. Like, do you know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
that's
saying?
one. No, but I'm saying like that's one big team. Do you get what I mean? But they score against the others. If you're talking
But
about
that's what
what
I mean.
one
It's
thing
like
about Bruno is Bruno doesn't
it's
score
so
against maybe the top
arbitrary.
six.
It's so he's only been here for a year though. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so
Yeah, that's
arbitrary.
fair.
It's so arbitrary.
Yeah,
I just feel like the
I
question
can't
is
lie to you. I don't even know what arbitrary means, but all right, it is what it is.
it's so it's like it's just you choose what you want just because like arbitrary.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm okay. I can say the distance between here to here, yeah,
mm,
is 5 Zims. Like I just
mm,
made it up. Why did I choose
yeah,
5? Why
yeah,
is Zim? Why is one Zim
mm,
a fifth of that? Like it's random,
true.
innit? So why are you doing
Hmm.
top six? Why are you doing? Do you know what I'm saying? Like I could say, oh, he never
Yeah.
scores against Man United, so he don't really score against a team that matters. Like you can do it like that. So
Mm,
yeah, because and imagine, yeah, say Champions League final is against
mm,
is against West Brom, or let's say like the Champions League
mm,
final is against a tiny team. They just managed to
yeah,
make it somehow,
yeah,
and you score against them. They're not a big
mm,
team, but
yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? I just think it's a bit
yeah, yeah.
random.
No, no, I hear you, but it's just more of a fact of like he doesn't turn up when the team is a bit more difficult in it. And I understand my argument a
He
little
scored
bit, but then
against
like I said,
Leipzig, like I don't know, like
where was he when you needed him
for the
against
final.
PSG?
But that's the thing. That's a different scenario, though. So okay, in hard games, yeah, but not. I wouldn't say big teams, though,
Yeah, in harder games, yeah, yeah. I'd say in harder games because as
or
well,
in more
it also
important
depends
games.
on because the thing is like with Lacazette, for me, the one reason why he scores against the bigger teams is he has more space. He has more of time to like pick that ball up, look, and take that shot. If that makes sense. Whereas
Mm,
in a smaller team, they're defending, they're sitting back. Arsenal's main reason why we went on that losing run is because they had no idea how to break down a low block, no clue,
okay, okay.
and that's why they weren't winning those games. And it was very easy, evident. If you're watching those games as an Arsenal fan, it wasn't the fact of Arsenal were just a part of it was they were playing poor, but it was
Mm,
just the fact of like in the games where the teams were just like, right, we're going to just sit deep. It just wouldn't happen. Leicester, when we played Leicester, Leicester are very much an attacking team.
yeah,
They
yeah,
just played a low block
yeah,
and
yeah.
waited for a counter. And it was like that. As soon as Leicester clocked it, I feel like everything that we faced thereafter was like just low block them. They
Mm,
genuinely have no clue how to do it. But today Newcastle tried it, and we seem to finally figure out how to get through them. Will it
mm,
happen in the next game? I don't know. But today it worked. Crystal Palace was the same thing. Crystal Palace low blocked us, and it was a 0-0. And it's just
mm,
like as soon as teams do that, it's difficult to even get Lacazette involved.
yeah,
And
yeah.
even when he does have opportunity, he's looking up there's 4 or 5 defenders right in front of him ready to block his shot. So it is, oh, we're starting. Oh, yeah, we're back. We're back. We're back like we never left. Um, nah, it is one of the things that it's like he it's so difficult because it's like, why are you not scoring in these games? Because I think that is the question with Bruno Fernandez is why is he not scoring against the big teams? But then again, in against the smaller teams, there's more possession for United because the other
Yeah,
team's not trying to attack.
yeah.
and he gets the opportunity to grow into the game. Maybe
Yeah,
he's not the player that just has like an immediate impact. Like one chance he scores.
no, 100%. I think there hasn't been a large enough sample size anyway, so I
Mm,
wouldn't, I wouldn't criticize him on that. Like, I think
yeah.
that was the same issue that,
Do you,
say, Ronaldo was having when he was at United at the start, and
mm.
like, yeah,
You know what? I actually agree with you. Because I'm learning that a lot of fans are very reactive,
oh, definitely,
and they'll see one stat, and then that becomes that person's tainted with that image.
bruv.
Uh,
It's just a talking point, and like,
yeah.
especially with online, yeah, with like all of these
Hmm.
people like reacting to content as well, yeah, like whatever sounds funny is what people stick with. Like it's not
Yeah.
about what the truth is. People just like to know what's
Mm,
funniest in it and run with it.
yeah.
So obviously he's
Because
been getting bare credit, yeah, by
mhm,
everyone. So something to pull him down, he hasn't scored against Big City. It's so random, like
mm,
it's not that deep, bruv. You know?
because
So
even to be fair, it's like even last season, everybody wrote off Don Belly,
yeah.
but
After
this
his first
season,
season, first
but
season,
this
people took him out.
season, yeah, he's been something else. Because even the goal he scored yesterday, however, like as much as I hate Tottenham, that
That
goal
was a lot of hate
was
still. That was a lot of
that goal
hate
was
still. You put a lot of
that
H in that hate, fam.
that goal was top class. That goal
Yeah.
was actually top class, and I respect it. I respect. I have to
Oh yeah, that was
where
good. That was
where
good.
it's due. You have to respect it, and for him to be able to do that, not looking to chip the keeper, it was a goal that made me
Danny
shout.
Ings
I was like,
scored a
"Raw,
goal similar to that earlier.
yeah!"
It was against
In the
Liverpool.
season, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, 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 definitely. But yeah, no. What else I want to see? How do you feel about being top?
It's a nice feeling. It's all right.
Mm.
Can't complain,
Do
did it?
you
Like
think you guys can win the
back
league?
on the patch. See, people ask, like, why don't people get to the point and say will, fam? Of course you can win the league, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Will you win the league?
will we win
Then
the league? No, but it is what it is, isn't it? Like,
that was abrupt,
it
but
is what it is. Like, but it's
yeah.
fine. Well, my thing has always been progress in it, and like, if
Mm,
I remember earlier on in the season, people were talking about, oh, where's the progress made from? Like, it's evident to see now. And even earlier on in the season, like, if you um took the number of games we played after, like, let's say after 7 games, the number of wins we had was more than like what we had last season, or in terms of the points that we
mm,
had. Like, so there was
yeah.
progress, but because it was a small sample size, 7 games,
Yeah.
and people are just
Hmm.
reactionary, bro. It's so fam, our fan base are the most annoying. Like, it's so frustrating, but that's
No,
what you
you
get
guys
for
can't
being
beat
so big.
us.
Nah, but the thing is, we're just loud though. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just loud, and from different parts of the world. You get American
Mm,
fans talking, you get like Nigerian fans talking, like, and you just see it all in one place on social media, and you're like, why are you talking?
mm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
I said to you, I'm now starting to report people that start putting Arteta out on the Arsenal's comments.
wait, I say
Really,
when you
really, I'm
press
out here
report,
reporting
it
people.
asks you to give a reason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I say it's hate speech.
Is it that deep? I didn't know it was that deep,
Yeah, I
fam.
don't. Again, like we're saying, Zim is Arteta's only had this job for a year.
Mm,
6 months of last season, 6 months of this season. He's
mm,
only had this is his third transfer window, and we both know January transfer window is not really a transfer window.
yeah,
It's a stopgap to think about maybe I can sign. For example, we signed Cedric last season. There's a reason why we signed Cedric. It's
yeah,
because he was available. It was one of those signs that was like, okay, cool. Do you know what? He can do a job on right back, but he's not going to be the main right back.
mm,
That's the players that you sign in the January transfer window. You don't buy your
yeah.
main stars in the January transfer window. Because, for
Bruno.
example, people, oh yeah, you guys just get Bruno. That's fair.
Yeah, I get you. I get generally
But
nah. Yeah,
yeah,
I get you.
generally, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing is like he hasn't had enough time. And for
Mm.
me, it's like I'm only going to judge him based upon the end of next season.
Yeah, I get you. No, I get you.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to judge him for this season or. And for me, what he's done so far makes sense. Arsenal have been crying out for a manager that's going to win cups.
Flipping
I'm
it.
hearing Arsenal fans talk about Unai Emery and how they miss him. Unai Emery went to a final, we got peppered. Arteta
No,
took us to a
but
final, we won.
I have to say something. Yeah, what I realized that
Go on.
when people say, I'm hearing the same fans that complain about this, yeah, are the same
Mm,
fans that were complaining about that, and now that they don't have, but it must be different fans. They can't be the same people. They can't be that
bro,
hypocritical or that.
it can't be that
It,
exactly. You hope
you
it's
just
not.
hope it,
But
innit?
it's
Like,
like, but then it's like they complain about that. Then they also complain about but we wanted all these players out. Why is this person not sold? Why is that person not sold? Do you know what's funny is, you know how we sold we got rid of Kalashnikov, he's gone to Schalke on loan. Last
oh
weekend we
yeah,
had Kieran Tierney had a slight injury when we played Crystal Palace.
yeah.
And Arsenal fans were complaining about, why did we let Kalashnikov go if Kieran Tierney was injured? Bro, you all wanted him gone. You were all saying he's dead weight. I said he was dead weight. So now why am I looking at Kalashnikov? I don't want him there. Don't call him
I
back
thought
just
people
because.
liked him though. I saw he was a madman.
Do you know what? He was good the first season when he was there with Wenger. Ever since then, he's been a hit and miss. It's
Mm,
like do you know what he's better attacking,
mm.
but he's a left back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's
No, I
like
get you.
his defensive game is
He's stocky though, isn't it?
poor.
He should
Yeah,
be better at defending.
nah, he's better at attacking. He's definitely a winger. Like I don't know who told him he's a left back, but he's definitely a winger.
No, fair enough.
But nah, he's definitely not defensively minded.
Did
And
Saka take his place? Was it Saka that? No, because Tierney. When did Tierney came beginning of last season, innit?
yeah, yeah.
And when did Saka
No,
come through?
season before. Tierney's
Oh,
been here 2 seasons now. No, wait, no. Yes, last season, last summer.
beginning of last season, yeah.
Yeah,
And when did
Emery's last
Saka?
season.
When did Saka come through?
Saka came through the season that the summer that we lost the Europa League.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
that's when
blessing
he
in disguise.
started like coming. Yeah, yeah. So even still, like things like that is like, for me, it's like Arsenal fans are too reactionary, and it's just like, think about what you're actually asking for. You're asking for a manager that's going to win things, and you're asking for a manager that we once had to come back. But the manager we had didn't win anything. This manager's won something. He hasn't had the transfer windows yet. Emery had 2 transfer windows, and to me, Emery was more of an experienced manager, so I could judge him over a shorter period of time
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah.
has the experience.
Experience, yeah,
Emery Arteta doesn't, so therefore I'm going to give him a big window, especially more so because he won a cup. So he's showing me that there's potential. He
yeah,
managed to tie down Bamian, tie
yeah,
down Tierney.
yeah.
Looks like he's got rid of Ozil, and no matter what Arsenal fans may say, most of us, majority of us, did not want Ozil anymore.
See, that's what I was gonna ask how you felt about that. Like, are you are you happy that he's gone?
Happy that he's gone, not happy the way he's gone.
Okay,
So I'm happy that he's gone, but for me, I wouldn't say he deserved the guard of honor. But
mm,
it was one of them ones where he would have played 85 minutes, got subbed off, we all clapped for him. That's the end
that
of
sort of
Ozil.
thing.
That's how
Yeah,
he should have
it's a
gone.
bit, it's a bit peak, man.
It's a
Nah,
bit, it's a
them
bit,
things are sad, man. But
yeah.
he's like one
But
of the best like number tens you've had. Like, I guess post Bergkamp.
yeah, post Bergkamp, yeah, he's definitely he is the best number 10 since Bergkamp left.
Mm. And
And
he goes out like that.
but the
Ah,
thing
man,
is with
your
him,
club is cold hearted, man.
at last, at last, Welcott was at Arsenal for way too long. At last,
I don't even, to be fair now, he was tipped highly like at Southampton, but
yeah,
I never rated him from. I think he had good finishing and good pace, but his understanding was, I don't know, like no, he, like
zero.
Rooney, yeah, obviously shout out to him, like great
Mm,
career, yeah. But you see when certain people come through and they got the whole package, and you know that
mm,
they're gonna do bits regardless. Like Walcott, I never saw that from. I saw one lob.
no.
I remember on Sky Sports News, yeah, they were saying, "Oh,
Mm,
Arsenal have signed Theo Walcott." Showed one lob, um,
mm,
when like he went through for Southampton, and
mm.
like they were making out him to be some like the best thing since flipping Messi or something. I was like, nah.
No,
I was
they
saying,
gassed him too much. They gassed him too much, and yeah, they gassed him too much. That's all I can say. He
yeah,
was.
yeah,
Do you know the one thing that Welcott would have been better at if he had somebody like? It's crazy to say, but I think if he had somebody like a Bamiyang there to kind of
oh,
teach him how to finish, he would have been better.
oh yeah, you
But
don't
he
rate his
never,
finishing.
not at all. The only thing he's got is pace. He's just
I
got
think his
pace.
finishing is
Welcott,
alright. I think his no, his end product's not
yeah,
good.
because you
Like,
didn't support Arsenal. You didn't support Arsenal, but
but you know it is like for England. I remember seeing him go through 1-on-1 quite a
do you
few
know?
times.
Do you know why? How I know his finishing is bad? And this is a fact.
Yeah.
One season, Ozil had 19 assists. by December. From September to December, he
Bro,
had 19 assists.
don't tell me Walcott then.
Didn't get another assist till April. How? Giroud was missing sitters. Walcott was missing sitters. That's how poor they were. And he was on track to actually break the assist record that season.
I swear down. That's
But
so.
then
I
them
know, but
man, and
but before those 19 assists, like Walcott was getting on the end of that.
Giroud, his mainly Giroud. But yeah, his mainly Giroud. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Oh man,
The thing is, and that's why the Ozil situation is bittersweet because at the same time I do blame Arsenal because they never gave him the players he needed. They kind of just gave him Sanchez, and they're
yeah,
like, just work with Sanchez.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
think they needed to build more of a team around him at the time he came, and they didn't. And then that's why you see his numbers and his game changed as time went on. And then even still, like you probably didn't see it, but even Lacazette posted something yesterday, and it was like a picture of him and Aubameyang.
yeah. I
And you
did
know the
see it.
Spider-Man when the
I
Spider-Man's
heard
pointing
about
each
it.
other. You saw
Yeah, I
it,
heard about it.
and
Yeah,
yeah. See, even
like he's
things
gonna
like
be the
that
next number 10. People didn't rate him then. People didn't like.
for me, yeah, exactly. You don't rate a player that you're already taking his number. Man hasn't even signed yet, and you're already fighting over his number. It's
I
peak, and
that's
then
bad.
even still like thingy added him, like I said, added him, and he didn't repost it. I like these little things. I'm just clocking. I'm just like, this shows me like there was a bit of something
No,
there.
but
Do you get
that's
what I mean?
more like Laka probably thought that was banter. Probably thought, yeah, and Oz was like,
No, but
no, he was for
but
real.
do you get what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean. Is like I probably thought it was banner. But you know when the banner, like for example, if Nicholas Pepe left tomorrow, I don't
Mm,
think Lacazette will be posting number 19. I want that number. Do you get what I mean?
yeah, but no
Even though
one
it's
wants number
because,
nine.
but do you know what's funny is even when Wilshere left,
Yeah.
Lacazette never posted that. It was never even a thing.
What number was Wilshere?
Wilshere was our number 10.
Oh, straight on. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, calm. I heard he's
yeah.
going Bournemouth now.
He signed for Bournemouth. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Mm,
him. All the best out there.
yeah, no, for real, for real. Nah, that's
But
calm
yeah,
though. That's calm. Okay,
mm,
I get your perspective on Ozil. It's sad, but it's an interesting. Like, I
yeah.
get it. I get it.
It is what it is. Like there
But
wasn't too many
it's
builders.
time for a fresh start, doing it. So
Yeah,
with obviously what Saka and Smith Rowe did today, like
ballers.
I can't even deny that. You know them ones that are there where you see a counter attack and you just have a strong feeling it's going to be a goal. Like as I said with the
Hmm.
first goal, yeah, I came downstairs, TV was on. I was just like, this is a goal, and there was a ball from
Mm.
Partey to Aubameyang. I was like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a
It
goal.
makes sense. Yeah,
Bam,
yeah, yeah.
straight away. With the
Partey's first
second
game
one,
back.
yeah, this is a good sign for you, lot. Looking good still.
Hmm.
With the second one, like I, s- I said from a mile away, like this is a goal again, and this, I guess it's easier to say it to a team that you don't support in it because there's nothing to
Hmm.
lose. But
Yeah,
those were
yeah.
the only two chances. I was like, yeah, you're gonna score. And like as clinical as Saka's been, and I haven't really been watching Smith Rowe like that, but he seems like a decent
Yeah.
player. But I saw someone post like Arsenal have got the best youngsters like in the Prem. I'm like, nah, bro. They listed the names, yeah. They listed like obviously them two. Then they listed like Balogun. Are you stretching like
Reach
that, bro?
required a stretch, where that was a reach.
Willock,
That reach
they
required a
said
stretch.
no, but they might have just been trying to get more comments. You know about algorithms and that
Mm.
when people comment, like
Yeah.
share, like they were just trying to get comments because it was controversial. But I'm guessing you don't agree, yeah? Cause they said wait, one, two, maybe three too many names, fam. They said
Do you know
Willock,
what?
they said
Hmm.
Nelson, they said Balogun. It's like easy, man. Take it easy. Take
The
time.
thing is, with Balogun, I've seen him play in the Europa League. The two games
Mm,
he's played, he scored in both those games. Respect
mm.
that. That's
Yeah,
talent.
yeah, it's talent.
I
Yeah,
haven't, I haven't seen it enough. Do you get what I
exactly.
mean? It's
Yeah.
like I can't judge a player over 180 minutes because the season is a long. The season is a very long
Yeah.
season. Players like Lewandowski, what can you say about him? Like he's scoring something like 30
Yeah.
goals in 10 games, bro. That's ridiculous.
No, he's dumb. I remember seeing like
He's dumb.
he's on 20, well, maybe more now, but last time I checked Bundesliga's top scorer, he was on 20 and
Mm,
second place was on 10. And then I-
10.
and then I deeped it, yeah. Then I deeped. I was like, why are they so much less? And I think they've played like 14 games. They've only played like 14 games. So they make that 10 goals makes sense.
Because it says, yeah,
But
the
I didn't.
20
Do you know what's
does.
mad though? I didn't know. I knew he was obviously scoring goals, but I know he was banging it in like that this season
Yeah,
because I haven't heard much, but that's how good he
yeah,
is. No one's going
yeah.
overreacting. It's like, oh yeah,
Mm.
Lewandowski scored that
But
many goals.
don't get me wrong, I would love for Arsenal to keep Balogun because I think he's a prospect.
Mm.
Definitely keep him. I don't want to tell
Yeah,
him,
you can't compare
but I
against
haven't seen him.
Lewandowski.
Yeah,
Like, we're not
no,
doing
I haven't seen him like him yet. I can't even compare him to Haaland. So how can somebody say he's the best youngster? I think Bukayo Saka
that.
for me is better than Greenwood
Why?
at, from what he's done. I haven't seen enough from Greenwood this season and even last season to what Saka's literally dragged Arsenal, at times. This season,
Yeah,
I've
that's this
literally seen
season.
Saka just drag Arsenal through certain games. So that's why for me he's better because I haven't seen
Uh,
um,
he
him
was doing
do
that
that.
the last season though.
But the thing is, obviously, yeah, that's probably me having to watch United a bit more. But I never saw that.
Oh, okay, fair
But
enough.
if you're saying he did it, then fair enough, he did it. But it's one of the things that's like, okay, cool. Do you know
Do
what? For
you know how
me,
many
that's what I'd
goals
put.
he got like end of last season, fam? Oh, last
No,
season he got like 15 goals. Like,
is
and
it?
he only played like what the last 10 matches or something dumb like that. It was just
That's actually really good.
he was doing mad.
Yeah,
He was doing a madness still. And yeah, no, the talent's there though. The talent.
the
Um,
talent is already there. But then
yeah.
I think the next set of players and teams
Mm.
are going to be much better than the current set.
How do you mean?
Because
When you say next
I
set,
think
do you mean the ones including Saka?
so, like Saka, Smith Rowe, Jadon Sancho, Erling Haaland, Mbappe. Who else is in
Yeah,
that?
they're all like
Greenwood.
19, 20. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It'll be sick.
that era
I'm
is going to
looking
be sicker
forward
than
to
this
it.
era.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
I'm actually looking forward to
Wait,
that
who was the
season
first
because
one you said? Did you say Smith Rowe?
Saka,
Did you put
Saka,
Smith Rowe
Smith
in it?
Rowe,
You
bro,
think
man has
Smith Rowe
man,
really?
bro. Do you know what?
I
Yeah,
haven't seen enough, but I don't
yeah.
like
No,
that
no, no,
though.
no.
Nah,
If
the
he's
list of
able to
names you
stay
put,
injured,
the list of names you
yeah.
put, fam.
No, no, no. I'm not saying he's. I'm not saying at the moment that he's there, but I'm going on his current form. He has
Mm.
potential to be there. On his current form, 10 games
Boom.
he's played, 5 assists,
Like, did you know
two
about him
goals.
when he was in the academy? Like, was he
Yeah, yeah,
making noise like that?
yeah, yeah. Because
But
even
was
when
he
he
making
went
noise
this,
ahead of other people? Was he just, yeah, Smith Rowe, like,
it was one of those names that was ringing around that you're like, okay, Smith
yeah,
Rowe, that's somebody to look out for. It was somebody to look out for. And
yeah.
then he went to Germany.
Oh, that's
They
a
were
good
like,
move.
yeah, he's got something in him. Then he went to Huddersfield, and they were like, yeah, he's something. Obviously, Huddersfield I don't really class as the team that
Yeah,
Arsenal should be. Do you get me? But to be
listening
able
to
to go
their
on loan at
opinion
that
like that
age, yeah, yeah, yeah.
because he's
To be able
balling
to
out
go
there.
on,
They're like, wow, he's got a great first touch. I don't know why I did an
yeah, yeah.
American accent, but yeah,
Honestly, when I said the championship, I got an American accent. Oh wow,
it's because with that naivety, I can only imagine Americans. To be fair, like when it comes to
yeah.
football, but yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway, like
no,
no, okay, let's not put his name there yet. But okay, I get your
yeah,
sentiment, like this next
yeah.
generation. Yeah, but
It's
that's
gonna be
why
a.
do you know how many English players you just named there? And that's why I feel like
Mhm.
in the next three major international tournaments, yeah. So World Cup, Euros, World Cup, Euros. Like England will win one of them, and people think I'm crazy for that. Like, and I don't care if
Yeah,
people think
I
I'm
do.
crazy.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Oh, you agree? I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say I was crazy.
No, I agree that you're crazy.
Oh.
No, I fully agree that you're bad. Like, boy, oi.
That was good delivery. That was good delivery.
Thank
You
you,
said
thank
it
you,
so
thank you.
nonchalantly. You were so calm. I said, yeah, I agree. I was like, anyway. Um,
Uh,
but that's because England ain't won something in a long time, right?
Management as well is gonna matter.
Mm.
Yeah,
If you got a
management.
great team, then like
No,
yeah,
because
management's not the
no,
most important thing.
it doesn't matter because look at PSG,
Yeah, they're winning the
England.
league,
They're
fam.
that. It doesn't. But when it comes to the actual competition where everybody's in it, they can't win it.
The Champions League. Yeah, they got to the final though, innit? They might
Yeah, they
still
made it to
win.
the final. Yeah, they might still win it, but that's what I'm saying to you is that it depends on their management. Also, joke of the season is Pochettino's been at PSG for less than a month and he's already won a title.
That is funny still. That is funny. That is funny.
Spurs are cursed. Spurs are cursed.
No, but that's the thing. They don't have that talent though. That's what I'm saying. And especially compared to the rest of their league. And so even still, yeah, my point still
Mm-hmm.
stands because Di Matteo won the Champions League. Like there's been other managers who haven't got a reputation that have won the Champions League. Do you know what I'm
Reese
saying?
winning the Euros.
You know what I mean? Like you don't always need that.
Mm.
So, but England will actually have a good team in the next, like a really good
Yeah,
team in the next few.
I'm not
So,
disputing that. I think they will have a really good team,
but
but
you just
as for
don't see it
winning
winning.
stuff,
Winning. I
mm-mm,
think it'll be a solid
mm,
bet to place. Cheeky, cheeky bill. You know,
mm,
cheeky 2 bills. You know what I mean,
mm,
maybe three. No, but if you
excellent.
go man for man, yeah, or
Mm,
let's not even say man for man. Let's just say, like, in terms of the top, like the peak, yeah. Obviously,
mm,
there's Haaland and Mbappe, right? But then I feel like we're gonna start seeing the likes of, and this is in the next three, one of the next three. So
mm,
that's the span of 5 years or so.
mm,
Gonna start. Obviously, there's Kane. We're gonna see Jaden. We're gonna see
mm,
Greenwood. We're gonna see these man. So
mm.
like, yeah, France have that as well, but they just won something in it. So I don't know if they'll have that hunger. But yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, we'll
We'll
see.
see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Winning is a good habit.
100%. Winning breeds winning.
Winning,
Like so,
winning breeds
and that's
winning.
the thing about the run that United are on at the moment. Yeah, like
Mm,
like it's definitely healthy. And I feel like let's say Leicester were on
mm,
in a similar vein of form, like come
mm,
Christmas when they won a
mm,
title. So just saying like it's not about okay, this team don't have the depth or like the best 11. If you're
mm-hmm.
confident, then you're gonna continue winning. Like if your
Yeah,
confidence comes from you winning, then you're gonna continue winning regardless. Like you know how
yeah.
to get it done. So
No, I
we'll,
agree.
we'll see what pans out
We'll
this
see.
season, and we will see.
We'll see.
But yeah, man,
So yeah.
like so okay, so I've got a feel about what your thoughts are for your team. My thoughts are similar vein. Like I'm
Mm,
happy with what Ollie's been doing. Yeah, I feel like the big test is what we'll see in the coming weeks. Like obviously, Man City are hot on form right now, and I feel
yeah,
like they're gonna win
they're
like the
gunning
title.
for the title.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel,
I think they're gonna win the title.
you think as well, but how long have you
I think
thought
it's
that
Man City.
since
Hmm?
2 days? How long have you thought that?
No, do you remember the beginning of the season? I said Man City's gonna win it.
Nope.
I never thought Liverpool were gonna retain it. Never thought Liverpool were gonna
Yeah,
retain it.
no, neither of us did. I think both of us said Man
Yeah,
City. To be fair,
both of us said Man City. Yeah,
Both
I
of us
remember
said Man
both.
City. I just think I was a bit shocked by how bad their start was.
Yeah, yeah. I think everybody was shocked by how slow they were to begin, but I never doubted them from the beginning because I always knew that they have that ability to just once they click, that's it. They're gone.
I will see, and time will tell. What
That's what I think.
as we
And
know,
I
injuries
think,
can
yeah, and I think that's the one good thing. But then people forget that Man City are talking about right now. Let's
Aguero,
just take it defensively. If Stones is injured,
Laporte.
they've got Laporte.
Yeah,
If Jesus is injured, they've got Aguero. They've got Bernardo Silva. They've got a lot of players. They've got even I forgot the new player Diaz. Is that Diaz? No,
what
it's
the
not
centre
Diaz.
back?
The new winger. No, the winger.
Oh, Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
they've got quite
They've
a few
been had
players.
depth though. They've had depth from
Yeah, they've
time,
been
so it's
had.
not a surprise.
Yeah,
But it's just still they
yeah.
couldn't function for
But
some reason.
at the same time as I say that, I'm actually impressed with Liverpool's depth because I
Yeah,
thought once they lost Van Dijk, they'll be out of the title race, but they're not.
yeah. But Fabinho's he's ridiculous, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
Fabinho's been
see it
really good
like
for them.
Rashford was running past him, yeah, in one chance
Mm,
like yesterday, and he just kept up with him. And it's not one
yeah,
of them ones. And Rashford's obviously quick, yeah, that goes
quick,
without saying.
mad quick.
But it was more that he had Fabinho facing the other way, so
Hmm.
Fabinho had to recover, and he still, I don't know how he caught up. It was confusing, but his ability to read players like it's ridiculous, man. So yeah,
Cool.
they don't even. It's like they don't need Van Dijk. Like
Mm,
so when the Van Dijk comes back, we'll see what happens. But
we
um,
will see what
yeah,
happens.
man. What do you
Yeah,
think? Like the points tally for the winner of this season will be roughly?
because what we're now 18 games in.
Yeah.
There is 38 games in the season.
Yeah, we
So
got
literally,
better.
if we take it for it now, let's say United, for example, double
Yeah.
that is 74 points. And I think that's going to be right. I think this season is different because I think not having it, what do you call it, a proper preseason for a lot of the
Mm-mm.
teams,
Yeah.
for every
You
team,
think it's gonna be a
has been
burnout?
difficult. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I think teams like Liverpool are going to be better off this season because they're going to get a lot of players back close to the end of the season. Although I
Mm.
think City's going to win the title, I think Liverpool are going to get a lot of players back towards the end.
Yeah.
But that can also be a curse because I remember the past seasons whenever Kane's got injured, when he's come back, that's always pushed Tottenham back because it took a while for him to catch up to the game, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. 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 No,
So
100%.
it can work in a negative way, it can work in a positive way. But I think for Liverpool and the player of caliber that they have, I think it will be positive for them. I think teams like hold on, I'm looking at the league table right now, in case you want to see it as well. Here it is, the league table. We'll put it there somewhere in it.
This yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. No, I see
It's
it.
right
Yeah,
here.
I see it. I see it.
It's right here. So looking at the league table, United are top of the moment with 37 points. I think they're going to be the top four. I'm going for City as the
Top four
winners.
will be an interesting one. Oh my days. Because
Yeah.
Leicester and Everton, then Tottenham, Chelsea,
Yep.
like it's a nuts.
Yep.
Oh wait, where are Arsenal?
Even
Arsenal, I swear
Southampton,
you're like you were 3 points behind Chelsea, but now you won. Like
two
what is it?
points.
2 points? Okay.
Mm. We're two
Did they
points
play
behind
tomorrow?
Chelsea, 6 points behind Tottenham, 7 points behind Liverpool,
And Leicester, 8 points.
8 points. Yeah. So
Okay.
this is what I mean. This league table is not. It's not a massive gap.
Yeah, yeah. It's a funny one. Like
Yeah.
everyone knows, like, and people have been saying it from November actually. Like, just a string of good results, yeah. Like
Mm.
a few wins
Hmm.
on the bounce, then you can really climb up. So
Yeah.
it's just about that consistency,
It's just about
which
that
goes
consistency. At the
without
moment, I
saying.
feel like Chelsea are going for a blip. It's going to take time because there's no way that Chelsea team is only beating Fulham, 10 men Fulham, 1-0. This Chelsea team is going for a blip and they're going to take time to get back up. And I think we face them soon as well, actually. Again, yeah.
Big match, big match, big match. Still, that's calm
Um,
though.
yeah. But yeah, no, so I think it's gonna I think this table is gonna be interesting. I think even the relegation battle is not yet done.
Well, you
Um,
think Sheffield United are gonna squirm the way out of it somehow? Because people are writing them off from the jump.
people think that Sheffield United last season performed like they've still got last season they performed really well. They
Yeah,
shouldn't be where
they're
they are.
amazing. No, but they
They
lost
shouldn't
some
be
key
where they are.
players, and they lost Dean Henderson. Like that goalkeeper, our goalkeeper, obviously
Yeah,
got them out of a lot of trouble. So
it's
with his
true.
saves, so they don't have that anymore.
Ramsdale's
It's
yeah, it's
terrible.
true.
Rams, Ram,
Yeah, yeah,
no, Ramsdale's shocking, fam. I
yeah,
feel for
he
him
is.
though. Like, how can you be that
Yeah,
bad? He's an under 21
yeah.
keeper, for England. Crazy, crazy.
West Brom's, I think that's it for them.
Oh, you think
Sam's
it's a
never
wrap
been
for them?
relegated. Sam's never been relegated. That's the only thing that's making me believe that they're gonna make it.
Okay, wait. So, okay, based on who's bottom three right now?
Sheffield, West Brom, and Fulham.
Okay, so,
Hold on,
mm,
wait. Sheffield, West Brom, Fulham.
this better. You put your fingers quite high though. Like
Yeah,
you might have skipped a few. The editing's gonna need to be really good still.
Sheffield, West Brom, Fulham. Yeah.
But do you think that will change then? Like, a bit from now to the end of the season, or
Yeah.
do you think it's inevitable that it's gonna be them three?
Nah, because what between West Brom, Sheffield's a bit harder. They're on 5 points.
Mm,
That's gonna be difficult. And
tough.
then
Yeah,
West Brom's on 11 points.
yeah.
So
Confidence
there's
is
a good
yeah,
6 points between them. It's 2 games, but when you're in that kind of place,
mm.
to win those 2 games is not easy.
So hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
as we know. Yeah.
From West Brom until Burnley, there's 5 points.
Okay.
Then West Burnley to Brighton 1 point, Burnley to Newcastle 3 points, Burnley to Wolves is even 6 points.
So you can't call it.
Can't
Okay.
call it.
No, that's fair enough, man.
Palace are still there, Leeds are still there. Villa, however, still
Yeah, Villa
have
doing
four
good.
games in hand. 4 games in hand.
Wait, they've only played 14. See, I don't get stuff like that.
15,
Shall I tell you
15.
why? Oh, who's played 19?
Arsenal played 19, Brighton have played 19,
Oh,
Wolves 19,
you've gone
Palace 19.
halfway. Okay,
Yeah,
Man
yeah, we got
United are
up
on
there.
18, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and Chelsea are playing tomorrow, but are they on?
They're on 18. So I need them
So
to
they will
lose.
be on 19. Okay, okay, got
Yeah,
you, got you. Okay, that baffled me. Villa are on 15. I don't get that
15.
because didn't have a pre-season, yeah. Man
Mm.
United and Man City car Champions League and Europa, and then Villa are the ones catching up in terms of games. That's mad. That's mad.
Because of Corona, innit? Half,
I
half
know,
of the
but
team got shagged.
true, the postponements in it, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
they're doing bits.
So,
They're doing bits.
yeah, so we're waiting for them to come back. So when they come back, we're going to see something from them because is this going to be a good little break for them, or is
Mm.
it going to come back to haunt them?
That's
Who
what I'm
knows?
saying. But then injury, people want like Barkley could come back and stuff like that. Like it could be a blessing in disguise.
Mm.
So
Yeah, could be.
we'll see. I genuinely can't call the top eight. I'll be real. Like
Nope.
top eight, that's a big chunk.
I,
But I
yeah,
can't. I can't.
yeah.
Like
You can't. I
people
agree with that.
like top
I
six. Like
can't.
I can't call that. Like Everton,
Yeah.
Aston Villa. I'm like, oh, yeah, Leicester. See, wait, is it top nine or wait.
Mm.
United's Leicester,
See,
City, Liverpool,
no,
Tottenham.
United, City, Leicester,
Oh, United, City, Leicester.
Liverpool,
Uh,
Tottenham,
I didn't know. Oh man, City are cruel. Yeah, Liverpool, Tottenham, um,
Everton,
Everton,
Chelsea,
Chelsea,
Southampton.
Southampton, then Villa.
No, Southampton, West Ham, Arsenal, then Villa.
Why West Ham there? What a flip, man!
Where West Ham even come from? You don't forget at the beginning of the season, we thought they were in a relegation battle. I actually thought they were in a relegation battle. I thought this was the season they were
uh,
going to go down.
but how many have they played? Have they played 19?
18.
And Villa, okay, Villa got a lot of games in hand.
Yeah. So Villa, if Villa win their next their 4 games in hand, right? That would give
Mm.
them 12 points. That would move them to first.
Stop it. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I
Literally, four
as in
games
literally.
separate.
So wait,
Four games separate between
are they on
11th and
28
first.
points? Are they on 27
26.
or
26
26?
points.
Oh shit. I
Literally
big up
four
Villa.
games.
Big up Villa still. Big up
But yeah,
them.
but I agree with you. You're talking from 11th to first is 12 points, 4 games. This is going to be a hard season. By
Mm,
week 22, we can be talking a whole different league table.
whole different ball game. Yeah.
Whole different
It's
league
a
table.
madness. It's a madness.
But yeah,
No.
anyways,
But yeah, before
this week,
just to
gone.
before we wrap it up here, I wanted to get your opinion on like the Champions League because obviously had a bit of a break now and we've seen the Premier League teams form,
Mm,
that are still in the Champions League of late. Like, has that
yeah,
affected your decision on who you think will win the
the
Champions League?
Champions League,
Mm,
not Bayern Munich.
it'll still be Bayern, yeah. Okay.
Still going.
Then they lose to, it wasn't Freiburg.
Doesn't matter. It's
They
Bayern Munich.
so because I'm
They
saying back
are
to back is really hard, Only Real
really
Madrid have
hard,
done it,
but
and they did a three-peat.
yeah, no, and I completely agree with that. But I don't think there's a team as savage and rapid as Bayern Munich at the moment, especially in the Champions League.
I can't see
Real
them
Madrid
winning because
are
they're,
wishy-washy.
yeah,
Barcelona, same. PSG might actually be a surprise this season
yeah.
because I think Pochettino and
Is
them
it a
guys are
surprise
actually
though?
going to be. It'll be a little bit of a not a surprise like that, but a surprise because obviously they were Champions League fan this last
Yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah.
But a surprise is in like this is the chance that they might get to win their first Champions League.
Mm-mm.
Um, Liverpool, I see fatigue. Man City is another maybe. I put them in the same. But do you know what? We've been giving Man City this platform for so long and they haven't come to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So
they're
maybe
like
Man City.
PSG. See, they don't get the
Yeah.
same stick as PSG, fam. It's
No,
annoying.
they should. They should. They
They
should
should,
get the same.
yeah,
To be fair, when was the last time Pep won the Champions League? Was it Barca?
yeah,
He should be getting stick too. He's known as the man that wins the Champions League, but he hasn't won it since Barca. That's not really a good record.
yeah. I don't know if he's known like that anymore, but he kind of is.
Yeah.
But it's like with PSG, people say, "Oh, they just expect you." Like they're getting the trophy in it. Like they're. I know the rest of the league isn't as strong as say the rest of the Premier League. Like it's harder to win, but the money that Man City have invested, they should almost expect to win it. Like
Yeah.
they've invested the most by far, like by quite a
Mm.
big. So like just winning the league's technically not enough. It should be on the same level as as League 1 because that's the top division of France.
Yeah.
Like Man City winning the top
True.
division of England,
Mm.
it should be held to the same prestige. It's just Premier League's got more clout, but in terms of what
Yeah.
it is, it's the same thing. You're just winning the
Hmm.
top division of your
Yeah.
country.
No.
So
I genuinely just think, yeah, no. I think, but for me, Bayern Munich got the Champions League. They're gonna win it this season again.
mm,
I think they've got the team for
okay,
it.
okay, if you
Mm.
say so.
And then Europa League, I think is gonna be,
Tottenham.
but
Say
we'll see.
Tottenham.
No, I said Arsenal. So I'll never say Tottenham.
No, I think it could be Rangers still.
Rangers are doing bits in this question. Rangers and Milan are doing bits at the moment. Doing bits.
Them comebacks, yeah.
Them
What
comebacks,
you
them
saying?
returns to the top.
It's the year of the sleeping giants. Yeah, is
It is the year of the sleeping
that
giants.
what you're trying to say?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this might be a good year.
Okay.
But
For the
don't try and
sleeping
relate it
giants, is
back
that
to
what
Man
you're saying?
United.
Yeah.
Don't
Huh?
relate it back to Man
I
United. I'm
didn't
not
even say
relating it back to
anything.
Man.
I didn't say anything. I just
I'm
said the
not
year.
relating it to Man
You
United.
said yeah to
The
sleeping giants. That's what I'm
sleeping
saying.
giants of this year are Rangers and Milan. That's it. Milan and
Did you hear that Inter are
but
changing their
but
logo to become a super club? Like
really.
they're trying to increase their market and just the way remember Juve used to have a different emblem and now it's like the
Mm,
JJ thing and that like they
mm,
signed Ronaldo, their superstar club. Inter are trying
yeah,
to do that in it. So if they're moving like
makes
that,
sense.
yeah, then they might still win the league still because they beat Juve the other day 2-0,
Yeah, yeah,
like very comfortably.
yeah.
So
I think it's between Milan and Inter.
well yeah, that's off the base of the last result, isn't it?
No, as
I
in
think
like the
Juve
league
are
table as
like
well.
third or fourth or something. So Juve aren't even that far behind.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
obviously that
So
game
Milan, but no, they're far. Juve are far.
No, wait. Before that last game though, they were fourth, I think.
No.
No,
Maybe,
they
maybe.
were. Where are they
Oh,
now?
but they do have a game in hand. They do have a game in hand.
Where are they now?
So Milan is first, 43
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
Inter is second, 40 points.
Mm,
Napoli's third, 34 points.
mm.
Roma's fourth, 34 points. Juve's fifth, 33 points.
Oh, 10 points. Ooh. But
Hmm.
10 points with a game in hand. Yeah,
Imagine
that
the
loss was
difference between first and fifth in
England.
Italy
Oh,
is basically the same, is nearly the same as the gap between first and 11th in the
11th.
Premier League.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
It's nuts.
It's tight, isn't it? I like it
Yeah,
though. You just don't know what's gonna
same.
happen. It's just about fighting till the end. It's all about
Yeah.
the heart. The heart. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I agree with that. But yeah, no. Anyways, it's away games.
Away Games
I'm
podcast.
Sean.
I'm Zim.
Yeah, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.